Make bedtimes the best times with Bookosmia's Good Night Stories. For kids, by kids.
Three Grand Fairies is the story written by Mark Gonsalves from Ahmedabad. He wrote the story when he was 7-year-old. Listen in. Once upon a time, there were three Grand Fairies who were obviously grandmothers. Their names were Usha, Irene and Juliana. They all had different powers. Irene could control water, Usha could control plants and Juliana was the best one. She made sure that everybody had love in their hearts. They lived in their grand castle. Few falls away there was a happy village full of happy and kind people. But these days the village was not very happy. It had been raining cats and dogs for 15 days and the whole village was flooded. People didn't have enough food to eat. But what was worse was that they didn't share the food that they had with anyone. And if somebody knocked and asked for food, they would say with anger, "I don't share because I don't care." To kids named Olive and Otto, who lived in the same village, were very sad with what was happening. They asked their father, "When will the rain stop, father?" Their father replied, "Let me tell you a story. Long, long ago some kids were playing and making fun of the clouds. They called the clouds funny names like Furry, Fuzzy, and Fatty. So the clouds got angry and gave a curse that when the village will be happy and kind, it will rain for 15 days. So Olive got worried and asked if there is anyone who can stop the rain before that. The father said that there are three people who can help the Grand Fairies. The father called a sparrow and told it to go to the three Grand Fairies and tell them that it has been raining for so many days now and the village is all flooded. So the sparrow reached the Grand Fairies and told Irene, the Grand Water Fairy, that it had been raining cats and dogs in their village. Irene at once informed Usha, the Plant Fairy, and Juliana, the Heart Fairy, about the problem. When the three Grand Fairies reached the village, they were shocked. The village was flooded. Irene, the Water Fairy, stopped the rain immediately. Usha, the Plant Fairy, grew plants and trees all around once the rain stopped, and the water became less so that people could get apples, oranges, and many more fruits from the trees. After the two fairies did their job, Juliana, the Heart Fairy, went door to door and stared into the eyes of each villager. Then magically all the people went into their kitchens and shared as much food as they had with their neighbors. Like this, with the help of all three Grand Fairies, the village was once again happy and kind. Thank you.